and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who really wants to have a conversation about how they feel and what they maybe have as far as intentions, but the message is pretty clear. This is somebody who's fallen in love or wants to make sure that you know how important you are to them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chanting. And I hope you're having a good day so far. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is additional information on how to become a member. There are more shorts, regular videos, and also members-only live streams. And for the highest tier, there's also monthly readings. So thank you to the current members. Let's start with we'll go with the love oracle because we clearly have a love reading here. Why does this person feel so determined to talk about their emotions? Because this person has been dealing with a negative mindset or an assumption that everything is going to end badly. They're acknowledging that maybe they misread something you said or did, or even just had a habit of expecting the worst. So they feel like they need to give you credit for what energy you bring to the connection. This is someone who's been going through a lot of stress and may have been at a distance from you. This distance card could be talking about emotional distance, right? I don't feel like I can talk to you, or I don't feel like you want to talk to me. But there's a desire to have a new direction, a clean slate. Let's let go of the arguments, or, you know, I'm going to change my perspective and how I look at this, and things are going to be a little bit easier, a little bit better, right? That's their assessment. All right, this is the Santa Muerte. Let's see what else we've got. Hello, 510. I do personal questions at about 30 minutes in after the general reading, with priority to those who tip or donate. Hello, Siwak, how are you doing? Hello, Ghosts. Hello, Balgender. Did I say it right? I hope I did. Apologies if I didn't. I hope you all are enjoying your weekend. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Hermit. Now, if you see the cards as they would be next to each other, you can see that this Hermit, there's a little bit of a different take on this with the Hermit being in a coffin, but he's looking back on the things that did not go well. The Six of Swords is in the reverse because things got choppy, things got a little bit difficult to navigate. And the Nine of Cups was in the reverse because we have somebody who maybe was only looking at things from a skewed perspective, or maybe they were being a bit selfish or unfair in their judgments of you. Hello, Jenna. I did not predict that gasoline, but I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Ghosts. Hello, Erica. Or is it Eric? Sorry, Eric. How are you doing? Hey, Aqua Beauty. How's your day? Does that mean I ski? Because I don't. I'm actually kind of clumsy. Well, I can kind of like roller skate and dance and stuff, so there's some coordination that I can handle. But skiing, it's like too many variables. We have the Tower. Decisions. This is the card that's clarifying the stress card. So maybe when I was dealing with a lot I wasn't really thinking the way that I should have. I wasn't anticipating what I should have. Or maybe I made a snap judgment about you. Three of Cups, Page of Swords. Yeah, I think we have somebody who has decided after talking to a close friend that they need to open up and share how they actually feel. That's why we have somebody writing a letter, right? Maybe they're actually writing you a letter, but I think more so this is, I need to figure out what to say. Hello, Bossy. Hello, Rock. This is the Santa Muerte Tarot. Hello, James. How's Texas going? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Willie, but I'm glad you ended it with Edgar Allan Poe. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Tay. Hello, WWE. Hello, Arun. How are you doing? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Coming back around. A new perspective. Wanting to address the things that have been unaddressed. That are just kind of problems. The way that I'm seeing it is a tree in your front yard that you knew you needed to remove or do something about because it's, you know, probably not living anymore, so it could fall over in a storm. It's like we know that there are things that could cause problems, so we need to face those things. And I think the Hermit had been hesitant to do so because of all of the other things going on in their life. But I do feel like somebody has encouraged him, or them, I should say. Sorry, it's because the Hermit has encouraged the Hermit to have this conversation. No longer let it be like the elephant in the room. Five of Wands in the reverse. But they wanted to make sure that they had really thought through what they are going to say and what they need to change. Hello, Zach. Hello, Brian. How are you doing? I always get nervous when there's a Y that it might be Byron. Hello, Ayan. No. That's not cool, bro. Hello, Teflon. How you doing? Hello, what's up, Panther? We have the Sun and the Two of Cups. This is someone who wants to acknowledge that this is a relationship that makes them happy. This is someone who feels like even though they've made it difficult for you to have access to them, that you've still somehow found a way to get to their heart. All right, let's get a few from... We'll go with the Beginner's Tarot. Hey, Mamie, how are you doing? I hope you are too. ¿Cómo se dice tu nombre? Is that supposed to be John? Hola. Can I just call you Hola Tuna? Hello, Style. Hello, Jake. Hello, Bar. Or Brand. You first. Hello, Nalad. Wait, is that right? Naladri? I do personal questions at about 30 minutes in after the general reading with priority to those who tip or donate. We've got the Chariot in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. I may have been a little bit aloof, a little bit disconnected, distracted, maybe even a little bit harsh. This is, when you come out as the King of Swords in the reverse, this is not very nice energy. This is someone who says things without really putting that care into it, right? Okay, honey. Hello, Rahul. My name is Carmen. You can call me that. Please don't call me baby. I'm probably older than you. Hello, Priyanka. How are you doing? I don't know what that means. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who's expecting a connection to be short-lived because of that negative mindset. Remember we started with that curse card? I just felt like things were never going to go right for me, or I expected things to, you know, end, so I didn't really put as much into it as I should have. Thank you, Priyanka. Uncle Dev, today feeling. And next action, I've got you. And you would be the first on the list, Priyanka. All right. Well, we'll see how you do tomorrow. I don't like being called baby, so don't call me baby. Hello. Oh, yeah. Was that the one I just said hello to? Yeah, go ahead and hold off on those questions, Naladri, until we get to that 30 minutes, please. If someone tells you that they don't want to be called something and then you decide that you're going to persist on calling them something, I don't know, maybe there's like an exception if it's like your best friend hates the nickname that you gave them, but you think it's funny, like within reason, right? But if this is somebody you just met and you're like, nah, I'm gonna still call you that, no. Hello, Q, how are you doing? We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse was a repeat. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I think we've got someone who feels like they need to show prioritization to this connection and explain perhaps a little bit about what's been going on. Clarify that they're going to approach things differently. We have somebody who is wanting to be more generous and have like a more positive outlook on the actual relationship itself. I'm not going to expect you to lie to me. I'm not going to expect you to, you know, cheat. This is someone who wants to be kind of like able to shed that negative outlook that had been plaguing them from before. Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. So it does kind of feel like we have a good friend and a not so great friend. Some negative influences. For some of you, this could be someone who's a workaholic or someone who is a little bit too focused on like the material side of life, or a little bit unyielding where it concerns compromise or setting aside time. They were in their own little mental prison and only recently found that they had the key the whole time. But I do think that this is what they're freeing themselves from. This expectation that if I put energy and effort into a connection, if I, you know, feel those emotions or talk about those emotions, then it just leads to problems. So maybe I should just kind of keep it small and off to the side, right? No worries, Akabi. Oh, we don't have to share that detail, do we? We have the Sun. You make this person happy. I think they're allowing themselves to feel more readily what they actually do feel for you, and not trying to minimize it or distract themselves because of fear that you may walk away or find somebody else. This is someone who's allowing themselves to believe that maybe this is actually something that could work out, instead of feeling like they have to be able to let you go easily. So they're getting a little more cozied up to the idea that you two could work out. All right, let's see. We're going to go with the Earth and Bones Oracle. Hello, Darren. How are you doing? I'm going to ask you to be more respectful in the live chat, please. Hello, Shelly. How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Carmen? Hello, Mark. Oh, this is just how I shuffle. And if you don't like it, I would ask you to keep it moving. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We've got the Blood Moon, illusion, uncertainty, confusion, secrets, egotism, and narcissism. And opportunity, prosperity, new venture, and don't wait. I think they've gotten a little bit of a nudge, some encouragement from a close friend who feels like they need to take advantage of this opportunity to be happy with someone. And even though there may be some uncertainty or some question marks as to how things go, it's like you don't want to look back on this and wish that you had gone for it, you know? Hello, Lewis. How are you? Hello, Ruth. Hello, Des. Hello, Eric. I don't know. Boredom? Hello, Asya. How are you doing? Hey, Matt. How are you? Yeah, we done with that one. Hello, Sundar. How are you doing? We have the Nest card, charity, generosity, sharing, and support. So if I step back and look at the connection that I've had with you, I have to be honest that I've been looking for red flags and not really seeing very many. And even though I am scared to give my heart away or to, be vulnerable in an emotional connection, after consulting with my good friend, I realized that maybe I've been overly paranoid, or that I've been delaying my own happiness by keeping you at a distance. What I really need to do is be willing to give a little bit more time, or, open up on my feelings so that we can actually see where this is going. I think this is good. This is like a reset for them. They're trying to clear out whatever that cloudy judgment is due to that negative perception. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we have the tree. This is about mental or emotional health and growth pertaining to it. So this is someone who has planted roots, or, knows about what they want over the next 5, 10, or even 20 years. And they can picture you with them. They know they need to be able to approach some of the things that make them feel uncomfortable, like talking about their feelings, if they want to be able to have that future with you. So the decision is, do you want to continue to live in this kind of cloudy judgment world where you assume the worst? Or do you want to rip off the Band-Aid, talk about your feelings, and see if that other person has feelings too? Can't be walking around life all scared all the time. So this person's deciding, I'm going to talk about my feelings. Communication. Hello, Dylan. Yeah, no. I don't like that. Dylan, you can be here if you're going to be respectful. But this isn't just for you to, hit on people, I think there's, probably a million websites for that. So we have the snake. and the Tower. There is someone here, like I said, there's someone who is like a balance to this negative friend, or sorry, to the positive friend. This snake is someone who has been kind of encouraging the assumptions that things would end poorly or that this love connection wasn't really real. This could be someone that they work with. This could be somebody that they're related to or that they have a long-standing relationship, like friendship with. But this is somebody who may have had a reason to want their friend not to be in a relationship. Yeah, this is someone who told the King of Swords to walk away, to keep things simpler. But there's something, it's like happenstance, or, you know, like the universe was working in mysterious ways that day. It didn't work out, and it provided enough time for the Hermit, King of Swords, to start thinking about whether or not this is actually something they want to keep in their life. Hello, Karen. Happy Sunday. Hello, Josephine. How are you doing? We have the clouds, ambiguity, new beginning, and loyalty. So I think what you don't understand or what you don't see coming right now, if this reading is yours, is that this person who has been kind of sending mixed signals or acting a little bit hot and cold, they have finally decided that they do see a lot of incredible attributes and things they love about you, and they want to be loyal. They don't want to keep you off in the distance anymore. Oh, good. I hope that goes well for you. Hello, Meek. How are you doing? Hello, Jayat. Hello, Yoda. I really don't get that one. So we have sudden wealth. I do feel like for some of you, there could be some questions about, you know, whether or not you come from different classes or backgrounds, or maybe there's a difference in terms of your work, like your approach to work or the level of education. But I feel like there's someone who's about to surprise everyone with a business that goes well or landing a really spectacular job, because this sudden wealth is clearing out what some may consider to be poverty. So I feel like it's potentially going to change someone's opinion, potentially this snake, the one who has been trying to say, nah, I don't think you two should be together. So we have the mature woman, which is number 6, and the coffin. Yeah, I think there's someone here who has maybe a tendency to give advice where it hasn't been requested because they are maybe the oldest sibling, or, you know, you work with this person and they get all nosy about what you've been up to on the weekends. But this is someone who is saying, you should probably walk away. This sounds like a waste of your time. And another friend has a little bit of a deeper take on it, or has the ability to see the emotion in their friend, and that maybe this person has fallen in love and just needs a little bit of encouragement, you know? Hello, Jeremy. Hello, James. How are you doing? Hey, April. Hello, SCY. How are we doing today? All right. We're going to get a few from The Truth Is. We are 24 minutes in. So I would say most of the general reading. Yeah. Hello, ABC. How are you doing? What else? We have the forgiveness card. Forgiving will benefit the relationship. So if this person has been, you know, a little bit short-sighted in how they treat you, or anxious to kind of like avoid some of those conversations about feelings, right? Because we have avoiding. This is encouraging you to forgive them for that, because this is an earnest effort to make a change in that behavior and be more accessible for you. In other words, they're literally saying, I understand what I did wrong. I'm going to change that because I don't want to lose you. So there is a fated element between the two of you. It feels like you were meant to meet this person. And this is the Romance Angel Oracle. That's okay, you can rewind. Hola David, ¿cómo está? It does happen, Ralph, but we can help each other too. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, so this is someone who's going to admit that they have romantic feelings for you. This is someone who's not told you they love you before. But they feel it's important. If they don't confess that, or if they don't talk about the emotional side of things, they feel like you're going to lose interest. Hey, that's valid, Adolfo. Hey, thank you, Sachin. I appreciate that. So we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I think this King of Swords is acknowledging that part of their negative mindset is tied to who they are spending time around, whether that's at work or in their social group. And there's this desire to find a way to improve upon that mindset. And of course, you have to consider what things are influencing that mindset if I want to change that, right? Oh, thank you. I tried. Hello, Benjamin. How are you doing? All right, this is the this is the Poe Tarot. I love this one because it has direct quotes from Poe's works. All right, what else do we have? 8 of Wells or 8 of Cups. Quoth the Raven, nevermore. 8 of Cups is about walking away, and in this instance, I feel like it's somebody who's acknowledging that there are behaviors that they use to protect themselves from people that would potentially lie or deceive or betray or steal from them, that they don't need to incorporate into your connection, that they can relax a little bit around you, that you've proven yourself to be someone who actually genuinely cares about them. So they've tapped into their intuition and had a bit of a reality check. Maybe I've been a little bit harsh, right? Maybe I've been a little bit cold with regards to our connection. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. So if you are able to leverage that discernment more effectively and be honest with yourself about whether or not this is someone that you can actually trust, it makes sense that a friend would be able to convince them, you know, it's probably time for you to talk about, you know, how you feel for this person, or you might lose them. Hello, Cara, how are you doing? I hope that you have a better experience with people going forward. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Lero? I don't know what to call you. Can we go with Lero? It's close. Oh, no, it says Marcus in the thing. I'm sorry, I should have. Or Marcos. I hope you're having a good day. Chris, I have no clue. Hello, Dana. How are you doing? We have the Ten of Wells or the Ten of Cups. And neither the angels in heaven alone, or sorry, neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabelle Lee. So this is someone who, it's not even just that they've acknowledged that they've fallen in love. They acknowledge that they want something long-term and meaningful with you. And if that's their decision, they need to make that clear, because you may have some questions in your mind due to their kind of distant approach, right? A wrong is unredressed when retribution overtakes its redresser. It is equally unrepressed when the avenger fails to make himself felt as such to him who has done the wrong. So if there is some awkwardness because I haven't really been able to emotionally discuss things, then maybe once I do that, things will feel a little bit more like not necessarily comfortable, but the way that they should be, right? If you can sense that I'm uncomfortable with my feelings versus you can tell that I'm actually able to communicate those, that changes the energy, right? Hello, Kona, how are you doing? Hello, Kay, how are you? Yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing. So we have the Eight of Candles, which is the Eight of Wands and talks about communication, and the Three of Paws or the Three of Pentacles. So now I'm ready to communicate, and I'm not going to wait any longer. There's a sense of urgency for them. 1, 2, 3, and away. And on the Three of Paws or the Three of Pentacles, it says, with these materials and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche. Whatever has caused the problem, it could be this person who was lying or that negative influence kind of making them feel like love would always go wrong. They're able to see that that's not an influence they want anymore. So I feel like they are changing boundaries or priorities, how much time they spend with people, or who they let influence with regards to those emotional things in their life. And this is creating a stronger connection or a bridge between the two of you. Yep, that works. All right, I'm going to switch to the personal questions. We've got Priyanka's questions. Mukulda, what are his feelings today towards Priyanka? What are his feelings towards Priyanka today? Wow. I think he's trying to kind of play it cool or not show how much he's interested, because we have the Four of Wands. This is someone who feels like there's a very strong foundation or there is a potential for a long-term relationship. Seeing you as kind of like an earth angel or a very good match. The moon is in reference to maybe being a little bit more secretive about those feelings, but this is someone who feels like maybe they've found the person that they want. And what is the next action, please? Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands. This is somebody who wants to talk about emotions. This is somebody who wants to figure out a way to connect in a more meaningful way, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll